You're listening to KEXP live at home during the pandemic, bringing music to you. I'm transmitting live from an attic in occupied Duwamish territory, the place that y'all call Seattle, Washington. And I'm joined by the incredible Nick Hakim, checking in from Los Angeles, California.
Hello.
How you doing, Nick?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for joining us. We're just. I think we should just jump into some music and have a little conversation after this first song. You want to set it up?
Yeah, first song is called All These Changes.
Say that.
Okay, let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful first song. That's from the new album, Will This Make Me Good? You recorded it before a pandemic, but it definitely feels like it hits different while we I see the t-shirt. Definitely hits different while we're all in a pandemic. How was making this album for you? I know it must have been therapeutic.
Yeah, it was challenging at times. It was really rewarding at times. I'm really lucky because I have really great people that I work with that just on top of just being good at what they do work-wise, they're also just really good at. There's really good people.
Yeah, say that. I know that you're originally from DC.
Yeah.
your peoples are from Chile and Peru. Is that right?
Mhm.
And you live in Brooklyn now. This is KEXP at home. So I wanted to ask you, what does home mean to you? Being from so many places, which I relate to.
It's a tough one. I think it has to do with the people that you're around. I feel like you're a community.
Yeah.
And that can be in very many places or in one place.
Mhm.
But yeah.
How do you feel like the places you're from, those communities, have informed your music?
Well, yeah, it's a lot of diversity, so I
Mhm.
just learned about so many different kinds of music. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Say that. These next two songs you're about to share with us are two of my favorites on the album.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All these instruments hold strange powers.
Yeah.
Is the lyric. What are some of those strange powers you feel like the instruments hold?
Say it again.
What are some of those strange powers that you feel those instruments hold?
You gotta touch them to find that out.
I feel it. I feel it. Let's get into it.
This town has really started to grow on me. My face has become one with the concrete. My limbs have rashes from the road, and my voice sounds like the screaming train that you've been riding. Oh dear, is this where you've been hiding? Come on now, let's go back home. This town by the sea will one day drown me. 6 drinks in, and I start to sink. But your voice is the sound that saved me. Goddamn, I wish my baby was here, 'cause I have violence lingering inside, but you help me fight it. Come on now, let's go back home. You were smiling, cheek to ear, a distorted mess with love in your heart. I'm so proud to be here. and you poured me a glass of precious wine. You kept sealed in the back of your mind. I've been out of my head. The warmth of your hands gently arrived and reeled me in. I just pray we don't crash. I just wanna lay here while it lasts. Time's been moving fast. I stopped abusing myself around you. I started using myself around you. I stopped abusing myself around you. I started using myself around you. You were smiling cheek to ear, a distorted mess with love in your heart. I'm so proud that we're here. And you poured me a glass of precious wine. You kept sealed in the back of your mind. I just pray we don't crash. I just wanna lay here while it lasts. Time's been moving fast. And ooh, ooh, I stopped abusing myself around you. Ooh, no, 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 no. I started using myself around you. I stopped abusing myself around you. I started using myself around you.
Woo! That song is called Woo! And that's how it feels every time I hear it. I don't know if your microphone is on.
Is it?
I can hear you now. Perfect. Yeah. Yo, those lyrics I think about all the time. I stopped abusing myself around you. I started using myself around you. Yeah. What were you thinking of when you wrote those lyrics?
It's like, I don't know, it's like the ultimate compliment to someone else that you love.
That's how I heard it too. It felt like a really deep love song, you know, the kind of love that makes you want to work on yourself, you know, and be better to yourself, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You got we got a lot of listeners who are watching live, tapping in with questions.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, people are tapping in from all over the world. I don't know if you can see the
Can I see that?
Yeah, if, on the right, if
comments. Oh,
yeah, it's a lot. There's a couple of questions in here about your, you know, musical process, and I had a similar question, seeing the reel to reel in your studio.
Right.
Yeah, and people, somebody in here asked like how you got started on the piano.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because of your chords being so
beautiful. Wow, thank you. Yeah.
If you wanna take us through that journey.
It's somehow I just found my way to a piano, and I just got obsessed with it and really just tried to learn as much as I could, and just it's like started playing when I was like 16, 17.
16, yeah.
Yeah, and I just had no idea what it just felt. I felt like a superhero when I played piano. I felt like I had power. Like I felt like I had like superpowers or something.
Say
Piano.
that.
When I was like, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, oh. And so I don't know. Since then, I'm 30 now. So like since then, I've just been trying to figure it out. So I'm till the day I die. I think I'll just be trying to expand my knowledge on piano and just ask questions and listen to music.
Were you self-taught, or did you
Initially I did, and then I studied music in college for a little while.
Okay. Do you record everything on reel to reel?
No,
Okay.
not everything. We sometimes depends on what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of demos on like a tape recorder, like a cassette recorder, because it's limited and you have to play all the way through.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of there's no editing, there's no looping. I mean, you can have, like I usually have like my MPC,
Okay.
or like a drum machine of some kind, and then like I don't know, some keyboards and a vocal mic, and that's it. That's how I usually try to demo stuff out.
Okay. So when you're making your music, it's a process of you self-producing, doing those demos, and then bringing it to other musicians, or how does that work?
Say that again. I'm so sorry.
When you're producing music, am I correct in understanding you're self-produced for the most part?
Yeah, I work with one of my best friends and closest, well, basically the only real person I've really collaborated with in that way is my friend Andrew Sarlo, who I owe a lot of my knowledge and just like understanding of recording. I owe that to him. He's like, we're like the same age, and he's like, I see him as he's my brother, and we just learn a lot from each other. So.
That's what's up. I also wanted to highlight a few collaborations. You've worked with a couple of my favorite hip hop artists that a lot of people might not be up on. And I think you got probably a lot more collaborations I don't even know.
I have a lot of collaborations that I don't know if I will ever see the day, but yeah.
I feel you on that. But I was thinking about Odyssey.
Oh yeah, Amir is a very good friend of mine. I love Amir very much. That's my big brother.
Super talented. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you guys are both from DC as well and live in Brooklyn, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And
he's always looked out for me.
Yeah. How did y'all link up? Was that a DC connection, or?
He came to see me play a show once. I forgot what year it was. It was like early 2010s. It was like, I don't know if he came to see me, but I did a show at this venue called Drum.
Oh, I know
in
Drum.
New York, and Rich Medina was DJing.
Nice.
And yeah, it was like a whole hang, and I did a set. And I think that was maybe like the second time that I met him, but then we just stayed in touch really after that. But yeah, he's just like, there was a period where we lived like maybe like 4 blocks away from each other in Brooklyn. So he would always like, have me over and like make food and make some coffee. Him and his wife are really amazing. They have a little baby girl.
Yeah. I see the pictures on Instagram. Yeah. Another one I wanted to ask you about. She's a KEXP favorite, a sister of our very own Stasty Boss, who recently moved to Brooklyn, I believe. Is Nappy Nina.
Yes.
Produced a couple tracks for her latest.
Yeah, she came over to my studio. Like I can't even remember when it was, but it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, she just came over, and we have so many mutual friends, and I love her so much. And her brother, Theo, is also extremely genuine, nice, kind, talented person, and they're just cool as hell.
Yeah.
And so she came over. I used to share my studio with my big bro Nelson Bandela.
Oh yeah.
And so he shared my studio for a little while, and You know, he would bring over so many people, and people that I knew or people that I didn't know, and like he would just always have people over there. He's one of my he's one of my favorite producers.
Yeah, that's what's up. What do you look for in collaboration? Because I hear a lot of authentic relationship is what I'm hearing is a theme.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't go into any situation with like a real expectation. I
Mm-hmm.
just kind of go in and I listen. I think that's a big thing, is just listening to one another,
Mm-hmm.
not trying to, no ego,
Yeah.
not trying to show off. You know, just like relax. Don't you gotta do all that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like people. I
Yeah.
like having a conversation with people. I like making stuff with friends and people that I admire.
Yeah. That makes the best music, you know? I think.
Denise Andrews, shout out to you. That's cool.
Yeah. We got one more tech question. I'm curious, and that is it right there. Can you share any of your favorite plugins or pedals to create some
Oh,
iconic sounds? Specifically,
yeah. Waves X Noise.
there you go.
I use that plugin a lot. And then pedals, one of my favorite pedals. I have this Fox FOXX tone machine. It's a fuzz pedal, and I love that pedal so much. And it's old. It's from like the 60s or something. And it's amazing. And it's like it's velvet. It's like red velvet.
Mm.
It's so cool. And whenever you open it up, it just looks like the little, like Bjork said, it looks like a little city or something.
Love it. Love it. So we're gonna get into the last song, another one of my favorites. Was this the first song that you made for the album?
What's this next one?
QADIR.
Oh, I feel like the last one that I did on piano
Okay.
was the first one, because I've been working on that song for a while.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll listen to the song and then we'll talk about it one more time. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
What's the deal now? I've been singing to you. Come here, wipe your face. I can't say we ain't been here before. It's been so damn hard to breathe in a world that's so damn cold and mean. Darling, let's disappear for a while now. Let's find ourselves a home down south, deep down. Trying to get my head out the clouds, deep down. Darling, sometimes I feel like this world ain't for me. So many folks live carefree, and I can't trust anyone anymore. It's been so damn hard to breathe in a world that's so damn cold and me. Baby girl, I'll protect you till my last hour. All these instruments around hold strange powers. All these instruments hold strange powers. Oh, bathing us in sound showers. I'll protect you till my last hour. All these instruments hold strange powers. Out of my body, this the nobody. We were sitting in dark rooms with bags on our heads, waiting for God to touch us. We just wanna be closer. It's overwhelming, 'cause some of us wear masks because some can't adapt. And I just wish I could ask, QADIR, oh, I stood you down. What did you plant in your mother's garden? Oh, QADIR, oh, I miss you dearly. Oh, what did you plant in your mother's garden?
Beautiful, bruh. I like the hat. My bad with the forward announce. That was 2 songs, not just one. They heard all these instruments
Right.
and QADIR. Yeah.
Oh
Seems to
yeah.
be a complexity to being kind. One of my favorite lyrics. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you, bruh? Yeah.
It's pretty literal, but there's layers to it, I guess, that can apply to a lot of different things. Like kind to yourself, but mainly, I think, yeah, it's pretty. I think you're like being kind to yourself, or being kind to your
Yeah.
others.
Beautiful, beautiful music. When I hear that lyric, it makes me think something I always like tell people on the radio is like, you never know what another person is going through. Everyone could be going through a war,
Yeah.
whether they show it or not. And just being kind and trying to be a little bit more kind today than you were yesterday can save a life. You know? So that's what it makes me think when I hear it. Yeah. You got a bunch of questions coming through the chat right now. I know we
Cool. Yeah, let's answer them. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll do it forever if we need to.
That's one of the questions that was asked a couple of times has been about working with Leon LaHavas. And I saw that she just gave you like major love on NPR yesterday. She said that your music is like some sort of drug. It makes her heart beat faster. It's just pure pleasure. Make anything something beautiful, any situation. And there's a real catharsis when she listens to his music. How is it for you working with Leon LaHavas and hearing something like that from her?
It's reciprocated. It's the same. I have so much admiration and respect for her.
Yeah.
She's a very dear friend. I care for her. I was a fan of her music and a fan of her craft before I knew her as a friend. And I'm just very. It's ridiculous when you see her sing in real life, in real person, like in the studios. She's like one of the most incredible singers I know.
Yeah.
And sweet. She's one of the sweetest people. So.
That's what's up. Sapphire 97 asked a couple times. She was like, please answer. What made you include all these changes on the album with his environmental message differing from your other songs?
Well, I feel like it sets a tone. That's why it's first. It kind of sets a tone to just like our like external things that are changing all around us, and I think the record kind of goes a little inward, and it kind of starts to be a little more like internal, and until like um, so I don't know. It's interesting because that song took a lot of different. I wrote a lot of different versions of the lyrics that and I finally landed on this. And you know, I had I wrote all these changes was originally a song about gentrification,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 then I started, I started to, after like traveling, and I realized that that's an issue that is all over the place, not just New York, not just DC,
Absolutely.
and obviously, like I know that, but when you actually see it in different countries, you realize, and so it kind of made me start to think about the environment, the world that we live in, that is the natural world,
Mm-hmm.
not the man-made world. Just trying to like connect with that, I guess.
Yeah, that's real talk. It is a global issue, absolutely, and definitely across this whole country. Um, Man, what's next for you? Like, what have you been working on since the release? I know it's like an unprecedented time, but I'm curious.
Um, Thankfully, I had a kind of a hard time. I put out this last record during the pandemic, and that was really strange and interesting. And I'm just making stuff all the time. I just want to, yeah, just trying to make. And I shout out to Denise Andrews
Twice.
and to anyone else. If anyone else want to shout out, I'm watching. But anyways, uh, yeah. I forgot what I was saying about that.
Oh yeah, you were talking about continuing to create music even during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, at first I couldn't really. It was really difficult, but then I found some motivation,
Mhm.
and some just kind of tapped into like something that I hadn't tapped into before. And yeah, just been trying to write. Um, Recording with my band.
According with your band.
I got my band together in the studio,
Nice.
and we all got like tested. And
Yeah,
so
you were saying before we went on the air that you get tested regularly.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like I owe so much of what I know and of who I am as a musician to the musicians that I surround myself with, as friends and as collaborators, and as there's Jake Sherman on piano, but he plays everything.
Thank you. That was a question actually. People were asking where the performance was recorded and who was playing with you.
Okay, right. Okay, well I'll get to that, but so Jake Sherman on piano, Kyle Miles on bass, Vishal Nayak on drums, Abe Round on drums and percussion, and Joe Harrison on guitar, and another musician I've been playing with a lot is my good friend Dylan Day on guitar as well. Been writing and working with him, and I wouldn't. And there's a long list of other friends as well, but I wouldn't be anything without those people. You know, those are really special, but those have just been the most immediate friends that I've been playing and learning, that have just been a part of the band for a while. Almost like a couple of them have been playing with me for almost 10 years. You know.
Wow. Yeah. Say that. Well, man, thank you so much for your heart, your vulnerability, your storytelling, your music. Like it's it's definitely healing, you know. I think
Thank you.
for myself and for a lot of people that are tuned in. And thank you for, thank you for making time. Thank you for this performance.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to the people before we cut out?
Just thank you for anyone that's listening, and stay safe. Hope your family and loved ones are safe. Be well.
No doubt. This has been KEXP Live at Home with Nick Hakim. Feel free to subscribe to our channels. We do these sessions all the time. Be safe out there and be kind to yourself and others. Much love.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.